you need to fold your laundry too. I keep losing my work uniform in the pile of mess you're ignoring. I groan at Essie's list of chores and rules. She's still mad at me about Disaster Day, even though it was 2 whole months ago. That week at school, I wasn't paying attention when I grabbed my science notebook off the kitchen table and accidentally took Essie's English research paper she was supposed to turn in that day. Then I made her late to school because I missed the bus, and she had to convince her girlfriend, Yaikira, to drive me to my middle school before they went to the high school. It's not my fault Arañita decided I needed to organize my closet when I was picking out what to wear. When I tried to make it up to Essie by baking some chocolate chip cookies, Arañita kept bouncing around the steps in the recipe, and I made them completely wrong. Apparently, sisters throw up when they eat cookies made with salt instead of sugar. I roll my eyes. I'm working with Profe today. Essie's lips purse in a tight line. She hates it when I call our dad Profe. But he's Dr. Bernardo Gonzalez, senior professor and researcher at Central Texas University. I've always called him Profe, just like most of his students do. I've been going to Profe's classes ever since I was in 3rd grade. That year, I got strep throat and had to miss a week of school. Profe didn't want me staying home by myself, so I tagged along with him to his lectures. I sat in his Introduction to Forensic Anthropology class and learned to identify how long a body has been dead, how fast it takes for muscles to decompose, and what kinds of insects like to feast on cadavers. Profe even had huge photographs of dead bodies projected on the screen in the lecture hall. Sitting in that class, Arañita was the calmest she's ever been. After that, I begged Profe to let me skip school and go to his lectures. I even faked being sick a few times, until he caught on. Over the summers, though, I don't have to convince Profe to let me miss school. We have all the time we want. So I spend my days helping him with whatever research he's doing. Hello? Essie snaps her fingers in front of my face. I hate when she does that. You're spacing out again. Aren't you going to be late for work? I shoot back. Essie has a job at Whataburger, and I point at the bright orange polo shirt she has to wear. Those Dr. Pepper shakes don't make themselves, you know. Essie glances at her cell phone, checking the time. Even though she's 17, she doesn't have a car and has to wait for Yaikira to pick her up. She always walks to the gate at the edge of our property, since there's so much security. And she definitely doesn't want Yaikira or any of her friends seeing what's in our backyard. Essie turns quickly on her heel, but can't resist calling over her shoulder, "Don't forget to do the dishes!" as she leaves. I shake my head, grabbing my egg tortilla disaster and sitting down next to Profe at the kitchen table. Biting into my breakfast, I wonder if it's possible for a human being to die from eating dry, burnt eggs. Does stomach acid take one look at the overcooked yolks and say, "Nope, we're sending this back where it came from"? I swallow hard, trying to make sure my breakfast stays down where it should. A chuckle from Profe snaps me from my thoughts. I look at him as he holds his coffee cup to his lips, the steam fogging up his glasses.
Probably no chance your sister will bring home cheese and jalapeno burgers for dinner now, is there? Too bad.
Profe smiles before he takes a long sip of his black coffee from the mug I decorated for him in 4th grade, with pictures of colorful skulls, leg bones, and ribs. It's his favorite mug. I laugh. Did you know Venus flytraps can survive on 1 bug every 2 weeks? Profe sets his coffee cup down and examines my face. I know he's searching for how I bounced from him talking about Essie getting dinner to insect-eating plants. The connection made sense in my head. The jalapeno burgers made Arañita jump to spicy food, which then made her leap to thinking about the time we went to a Japanese restaurant and I accidentally ate a whole spoonful of wasabi. Arañita remembered I brought my favorite manga to read while we waited for our food, a story about plants eating people who trespass in their forest. And then Arañita landed on how Venus flytraps are carnivorous plants. This happened in about 2 seconds. Profe nods. He's used to my brain doing this as Arañita jumps all over them.